let's just get right into it. Let's dive right in. Cruz the Crusher. Stone Cold Steve Vance. Bang, bang. Cruz.
Vance.
So much going on in sports entertainment.
There is so much going on in sports entertainment. Oh my
so much
gosh.
going on.
Oh my gosh. Oh
Where
my
do you want to
gosh.
start tonight, Cruz? I see that you have your Braun Strowman shirt. I have my Hounds of Justice shirt, along with my Southern Territory promoter jacket on.
How dare you?
Let's talk about Raw real quick, shall we?
I love Raw. I love what Raw is doing. This is the way you get Roman Reigns over. You get him with the Shield. You turn your biggest competitor as far as babyface on Raw. Got to be Braun Strowman? No. You make him heel. You align him with dirtbags like Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre, and that's how you get Reigns over. That's how you do it. They're doing it all right. I'm really surprised WWE is doing the right thing right now.
Really? Okay, so you think that what happened on this past Monday Night Raw should have happened in order to get Reigns to go over?
Yeah, this is exactly to get Reigns over. Would you say he's going over? I would. I would absolutely say this is the way to get Reigns over. This is the only way to get Reigns over. Because they didn't boo him as much. I think they were more shocked. If anything, the audience was completely shocked by the fact that Braun beat the shit out of him. But at the same time, I think this is the way you get Reigns over. You got to get your top guy over. He's the champion.
You know what? That's actually very interesting that you do say that, because I don't think I've heard Reigns get booed in a while.
Well, he got booed at the beginning of the show when he had that shitty promo.
Oh, I mean...
He's the most polarizing figure since John Cena.
Wow, let's talk about what happened though with my man Braun. How did you feel about that, Vance? He's like, we can put things aside. Let's work together tonight. I mean, I'm not surprised at all with the way that shit went down.
Here's what I think. I think that you had to turn Braun heel because Braun is a monster. He doesn't need to be a good guy. He needs to be just a fucking monster. And so you get Reigns against him and, you turn him heel. And the only way to turn Braun heel is side him with two jackasses like Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre because no one's going to cheer them.
True. That's very true. True. Okay, so what else happened on Raw?
How about Kevin Owens quitting? Where do you think they're going with this?
Oh my gosh. Man, I feel like Kevin Owens has been quitting. You know what I mean? We haven't really been seeing much of him going after anything. And I feel like he was just like, I've had enough. I'm done. I'm done with this shit. So yeah. I honestly don't know where they're going to go with this. What do you think?
Have you seen his Twitter? His Twitter only has 2 tweets. He deleted all of his tweets. He's in the alumni section on WWE.com. Like, they're really putting this whole thing where Kevin Owens quit. And I think that he's going to come back as a babyface. I think he's going to come back to get him over as a face. I think that him and Sammy got cut short prematurely because they were a terrific heel team. And now, you got Kevin Owens coming back as the prize fighter. And I think he's got to avenge. And who's he going to go up against? He's going to go up against Braun Strowman, the heel Braun Strowman. I think that at Hell in a Cell with Reigns and Strowman, that's when Kevin Owens is going to come back.
Yeah, I mean, you did hear him say where he's like, I don't have anybody. Sami Zayn's not here. He's not here for me. And it was almost kind of sad, like, aw.
Yeah, you got the sympathy. He's going babyface. You got the look at this tassel, by the way. No, but you got the sympathy. He's getting the sympathetic babyface treatment. The same way they're putting Roman over. Like, you feel bad. He got beat up 3-on-1. And then the way the Shield came out and like each individual music, and they sold that they were all in matches beforehand. They weren't ready for it. They weren't ready as a cohesive unit. And they're going for this sympathy to put the Shield over even more because no one's going to boo the Shield.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only time you'll never see Roman Reigns get booed is when he is with the Shield.
Oh, it's the only way to get rid.
No, interestingly enough, I'm actually on social media right now. You said that Kevin Owens went as far as to like remove all of his.
Delete all his tweets.
Not only did he remove. Okay, first of all, let's start here. Kevin Owens has 1.1 million followers on Twitter. That's a lot. And
How many do you have, Cruz?
Me. Not as much as him. I only have like 170. Shut up. Anyways, we're not talking about me. My point is,
I don't have a Twitter.
He has 1 million followers, and he had to have gone through he had to have been following. I know for a fact he was following people before, right? He went to following 0 people.
Wow.
He also went as far. This is the best part. You know how you can change your name, right? Like, okay, obviously his Twitter is @FightOwensFight, but instead of his name with a little verified check mark, it's just a period. You think that means it's the end? It means it's the end? Like, end.
I think they're really selling this whole firing angle.
Well, also,
not firing,
quitting. He didn't get fired, just to be clear. He quit. And,
right.
And of the 2 tweets that he kept up there, or posted rather, because these are new posts, is this looks like a picture from NXT. Okay, so
it's all the championships, right?
Yep, that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. Damn, man. Meanwhile,
he's a prize fighter with no prize. That's my Canadian accent.
And it's very interesting to see like all the commentary on Twitter on the fact that obviously we're not the only ones that have noticed that he completely just wiped his entire Twitter account, right?
Wait, we're not?
No. Shut up. Anyways, I was trying to make a point that like people are commenting like, oh man, another thing that Brock ruined. Thanks for the info.
Listen, I'm telling you, I think he's gonna come back, and because he left a second tweet up of him and Braun, and all the times Braun destroyed him. So I think he's gonna come back as a babyface and go up against Braun, and they're gonna move Roman on to I don't know who.
Oh man. Who do you want to see Roman like feud with right now, Vance?
Jeez, I would love to see the Club versus the Shield.
Well, the problem with that is that the OG Club, they're all the way on SmackDown right now. So.
Yeah, you got Gallows and Anderson on there.
But that would be epic, though, to have like
that'd be amazing.
The Club versus the Shield, with of course Balor running, the Club. Damn, man.
Isn't that your favorite wrestler, Cruz?
Speaking of Vance. Someone sent me a gift, so I just want to give like a shout out and a thank you.
Oh, is that a 2016 Universal Champion Finn Balor figure?
Yeah, because remember he was the first person to fucking win the Universal Championship. Anyways, some people don't know that.
I love how that figure took longer in production than his title reign. I love Balor. He's got great abs.
Yes, he does.
We're not going there. Save that for another podcast, Cruz.
Anyways, so
let's jump over to the blue brand.
Let's talk about SmackDown.
Let's talk down Smacketh.
Smacketh it down.
what's your favorite storyline going on right now on SmackDown?
Oh, God. Let's see here. I like what's going on between Charlotte and, Velasquez.
And Becky Balboa?
Becky Balboa! Yeah, because, they just like everything else that they like to do with with all the females and any of the brands. They were best friends, and now all of a sudden they're enemies because of SummerSlam, right? So now
because of SummerSlam.
It's all because of SummerSlam. Isn't it always because of SummerSlam though, or anything? I don't know. But I'm curious to see where they're gonna go with that one. What about you?
Yeah, they tried to turn Becky Lynch heel, and the problem with doing that is people fucking love her, dude. She's getting like Stone Cold Steve Austin pops. Like, it's crazy. She's getting these face pops. Like when SmackDown ended and she called her a bitch. I haven't seen a pop like that on SmackDown since Daniel Bryan came back. Like, she's doing things on SmackDown in the women's division that need to be done.
Oh,
Because the women's division on SmackDown is just boring, dude. Like, Carmella was your champion.
Oh, I know. I'm kind of glad she lost the belt. Not gonna lie. And there's just that's really just. Anyways,
Not. And Charlotte's a bitch. She's a great heel. She's the queen. She's Ric Flair's fucking daughter. Why would you be a good guy? Like, come on.
Exactly. But yeah, I mean, I'm with you on that though. When she did call her a bitch though at the end there, she was like, "Yeah, you bitch," and then you're like, "Oh."
I love how she got permission to use the Roman Reigns bitch, because usually only he could be like, "You're a bitch."
What else happened on SmackDown?
Daniel Bryan and The Miz. I'm loving this. I love that my baby Brie Bella got involved.
Oh,
I'm loving that Maurice and Brie Bella. By the way, Maurice just had a baby like what, 4 months ago?
Mm-hmm.
And she's fucking about to get back in the ring.
Yeah, she bounced back, right? She bounced back.
That's crazy. Have you been watching Miz and Mrs.?
No, I do not watch reality TV, man. Although it did come on immediately following SmackDown this week. It's like, what the fuck am I? What is this crap? And then I was like, oh god. So I'm not gonna lie, I watched like the first 3 minutes and then I turned it off. Anyways, do you watch that shit?
I happen to have caught 6 episodes. Just happened to. It's pretty good, Cruz. It's pretty good.
Is it the drama, like, what is it that makes it so good?
It's way better than the Bellas. Like, I'm not a big Bella. I'm not a Total Divas. Like, I dug Total Divas for a little bit, but like, I don't know. I feel like Total Divas kind of jumped the shark once Nia Jax came on. That's just because I don't like Nia Jax. It's not because she's Nia Jax. It's just because she's just not like, I don't know. She's not like a fun WWE girl. She's like The Rock, but like not cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop talking about this. I'll probably get in trouble. But no, I'm really digging this Miz Daniel Bryan thing. I don't know where it's gonna end up. People are saying that they want the Miz to win the title off AJ and for it to be WrestleMania Miz versus Daniel Bryan, and Daniel Bryan gets his WrestleMania moment. And I just don't think that this feud needs that title involved. I think Daniel Bryan should definitely win the title at WrestleMania.
Oh, absolutely. But he's only been back for not even that long. He's been back not for that long.
Dude, he's been back for what? They've already tagged him with fucking Kane. They've already got him in the Miz thing. They got into this really quickly.
Well, this thing's building up. His first match was WrestleMania, wasn't it? Coming back, I mean.
His first match was WrestleMania, teaming up with Shane O'Mac.
That's right. So he's only been back for a couple months. If you think about it.
Where's Shane O'Mac? Where's the money?
That's what I'd like to know.
What do you like, Paige?
I was going to ask you, how do you feel about Paige, running shit now, being the GM? How do you feel about that, man? How do you feel about that?
Hold on.
You think she's a better wrestler than
let me have a drink before I answer this.
Or a GM versus, being a wrestler?
Well, first of all, she can't wrestle because they fucked up her neck.
Right. No, I know
sucks.
that, but I'm saying comparably, like, do you like...
She was a way better wrestler. I think she's a terrible GM. Paige here. Like, and
listen, like, baby girl.
I don't even watch 205 Live, and I still think she's like a shitty version of Drake Maverick. Paige here, going to announce triple threat matches for the tag team championship.
Can I just
shut up?
Can I just deter the conversation real quick, Vance?
Sure.
Where in the hell are you recording from?
Cruz, I am in parts unknown.
You look like you're in a sober house living facility.
Well, definitely not sober. We can. That part of the Vance has not changed. But no, I had to come out to Villa de Vance, down to the cabin in the woods, to focus on this podcast.
Vance, there's something behind you, Vance.
What the fuck? Cruz, don't do that shit. There's bears and shit out here, Cruz. There's bears and shit here. Not cool, Cruz.
There's bears and stuff and things. Okay, anyway, so We're talking about Daniel Bryan and The Miz. Okay, yeah. I will say this. I did get excited when Brie attacked The Miz, 2 weeks ago? That tickled me inside. I like that a lot. But
I get excited every time I see Brie Bella. That's just me, though. But I love. But here's the fucked up thing about the Bellas. They're back on Raw, and I'm not a fan. Not a fan. But on SmackDown, I love Brie Bella. So I don't know if I just really don't like Nikki Bella, or if I just really like Daniel Bryan. Just like, I don't know.
Maybe you just don't like Brie and Nikki together. Maybe
I'm just over the whole twin magic thing and the whole it's just not.
They're coming back too. Like, they haven't wrestled in forever, and they're actually coming back. How do you feel about that?
I know. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. I'm very. I don't know. I'm just very torn. I think they're gonna do a Nikki Bella Ronda Rousey thing eventually.
Oh boy.
I feel like this is leading up to it somehow, and I just don't. I don't see the point. I don't know how the fuck they're gonna get Ronda to drop that belt. I don't know how they're gonna have Ronda unless they do. The only thing I can see is Ronda versus Asuka at WrestleMania, and maybe her dropping the title then. Like, that would be a great match. But like, who the fuck could Ronda make? Maybe Nia Jax just because she's massive.
Yeah.
But like, there's so many. The only opportunities you really have with Ronda is to bring in these other the other 4 horsewomen of MMA or UFC or whatever, and have them go against the 4 horsewomen of the WWE. I'm still waiting for that. Maybe Survivor. Well, probably not Survivor Series because they haven't really introduced the other 3 horsewomen yet. But they did a house show.
Is coming to LA.
I don't know. You're going to Survivor Series. Dude, they fucking canceled TLC here.
Well, why?
So now Boston gets a WWE live super show. I get a fucking house show, Cruz. A house show this year.
Anything's better than ass. How do you feel about ass? ASS. The Australian Super Showdown coming up.
WWE presents ass. I don't know.
I really just want the hashtag for that pay-per-view to be like WWE ASS.
It has to be WWE hashtag WWE ass. It has to be. We'll start it, Cruz.
Well, we can start it. Like,
we'll
start it. Someone hasn't thought about that, but anyways.
Here's the thing with ass. It's a throwaway pay-per-view. It's like the greatest Royal Rumble.
I mean, you've got Triple H going up against The Undertaker, and let's not forget that at WrestleMania, that was probably the quickest match I have ever seen before. That match between Undertaker and John Cena was like less than 2 minutes. The entrances!
53.
The entrances were longer. Well, obviously, he's old.
He's 53. He's in the dead man, but he's 53 years old.
He's not older than 53, are you sure?
I think he's 53. But in wrestling years, that's 140.
True. There's got to be like a cap, listen, I'm getting too old for this shit, man.
Truth. Triple H. He's going to tape up, he's going to lace up, and he's going to beat The Undertaker one last time. Triple H is... Can we just talk about the shape Triple H is in for fucking... Like, this guy...
Wait, the shape in general, or like...
Dude, he's in the... I want to be in that shit. Like, he's like basically old man Logan in real life.
Okay, let me tell you something about Triple H. Interestingly enough, right? Because you don't really see him like wrestle that often, right? I mean, like last year,
he's running NXT.
He wrestled Survivor Series last year, right? Now, if you compare his body from then to WrestleMania that just passed, right?
Yep.
His body was like extra. Like, okay, what did he do to like get him? Like almost like because WrestleMania is like the biggest wrestling show in the world.
Biggest show of the year, Cruz. It's fucking the greatest spectacle in sports entertainment.
Right. So I noticed, actually a friend of mine that's actually into fitness, he like made a comment. He was all like, Well, would you look at that? Triple H is like, he's like extra fit all of a sudden for WrestleMania. How convenient. Like almost like, did he go through a cycle or something? I don't know what he did, but
Cruz, we don't start rumors on this show.
No, he don't. But his body. My point is, his abs don't usually like comparing to Survivor Series, right?
Ripped.
His abs weren't really that ripped Survivor Series last year, but then fast forward to WrestleMania, you're like, holy shit, that thing is like out. You could like wash laundry on that shit. So he like went extra hard at the gym to prepare himself for that show. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, it's crazy how the shape that these guys are. I mean, all of them are in incredible shape.
Oh,
I mean, it's just you have to be, dude. When you do 300 nights a year on the road, and you're just lifting sweaty guys in fake sports, like you need to be in impeccable shape. So it's just, and then you get used to doing that to your body. So you just get ripped all the time. I don't know. I don't think I could ever do that. Cruz, you wrestle.
Yeah, like look at the females, for example, right? Like if I was a female wrestler in WWE, you know, like known by everybody because wrestling is such a huge thing, right?
Right.
I would want to make sure that my body is 100% on point. Look at, like, for example, Sasha Banks or even, what's her name? Alexis Bliss. What's her name? Bliss.
Alexa Bliss?
Alexa Bliss. You don't think she has a nice body?
Alexa Bliss. I can't talk about that because the girlfriend may or not hearing this.
My point is, being in the public limelight like that, you know, you got to make sure that everything is like on point. And
yeah, they're sports entertainers. They are, and you got to listen to part of that, Cruz. Entertainers. All right, let's jump to my favorite brand, the yellow brand.
Yes, NXT baby.
NXT.
That's right.
Cruz, what's going on? What's going on?
It's such a bummer.
Who done it? Who fucking took out Aleister Black?
They were like trying to investigate with everything, you know. You got like fucking what's her name, Ruby Riott, being like really crazy about this, and you know, like, can you please stop that?
I love William Regal. That's NXT Takeover War Games.
Yeah, like in the beginning. So it opened with what? Gargano and your favorite,
Johnny Failure. I hate Gargano. I am not a Gargano guy.
No, but the Velveteen Dream, however, love him, and
fucking love the.
They were like trying to get into it. It's like that's enough.
Experience, Cruz.
You two will fight at the next NXT.
At NXT Takeover War Games. Johnny Wrestling Gargano will take on the Velveteen Dream. Dude, he reminds me of like the teacher that would shut the lights out so everyone would be quiet. That's him running NXT. That's how he run NXT. He's like, all right, children, just calm down.
Okay, no, but seriously, on a serious note, okay. So we all know that Aleister Black is out, yes. Right?
Yes.
Who did it, Vance? Who the hell is responsible?
I don't know, Cruz. I'm fucking so torn up about this because I think that what they're going to do, and Triple H can do this because he's a masterful fucking sports entertainer, is a double turn with Gargano and Ciampa because Gargano attacked Aleister to just get Ciampa to himself, making him Ciampa.
Oh.
It's like Inception. Because when you become your enemy, Cruz, you become your enemy.
Oh my God.
I think that's what's going to happen. I think Gargano is going to be guilty. Because did you look at him when he answered? He's like, did you kill Aleister Black? He didn't say, did you kill him? But did you attack?
He's interrogating like someone died. Like, all right, was it you that did it? Because you were seen on that video walking the scene of the crime.
It was Gargano in the parking lot with the crutch. I think that's going to lead to War Games where Alistair hopefully comes back. I don't know what the hell's wrong with him. Do you even know what's wrong with him?
I don't know what's wrong with him. I honestly have tried to figure that out. And
Is it a long-term thing? Like, will he be out for a bit? Probably, right?
It sounds like he's going to be out for a little bit, I think. So,
here's what I think should happen. Okay, I think War Games. You have Gargano versus the Velveteen Dream. Alistair comes back, knocks them both out. Right? DQ finish. Fucking next Wednesday on NXT, calls Gargano out.
Wait, who calls Gargano out?
Alistair Black.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he just comes in and he knocks out everybody, knocks out the referee, black masses everywhere. Just fucking Johnny Depp's motherfuckers.
Because, I mean, like, when you think about it, Gargano, I mean, he is the reason why Alistair lost the title to begin with.
Exactly. And also the reason he wasn't involved in a rematch.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Because of the parking lot incident. It's Gargano. It's got to be Gargano.
You think it's Gargano? You really think it's Gargano?
I'm telling you, it's Gargano. It's because he became Ciampa to just get Ciampa to himself at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn. I don't know. It could be way off. It could be fucking EC3. Who knows?
Can we talk about EC3 for a minute, though?
You love EC3.
I do not. You
like 6 parts of EC3.
Nah. That guy looks and acts like a douchebag, and I bet you it's not an act. I bet you in real life, that motherfucker jerks off to pictures of himself. That's what I think of when I think of EC3.
What's wrong with that, Cruz? All right, moving right along. Let's talk about my favorite team, the Undisputed Era. What do you think's gonna happen with UE? Did I do it wrong? I'm doing the 4 Horsemen thing. Hold on.
Wait, look at this. Undisputed Era.
Oh, they do a W?
No, it's a E. See, look, E, Era.
Oh, all right, whatever.
You turn it, and it's like that.
Remember when Stone Cold just brought this back? What happened to that? Okay, so what's your prediction for Undisputed Era and British Strong Style and this
oh my god!
Like, what'd you think of Dunn and Ricochet?
Dude, that was kind of interesting because they're like, okay, no, Adam Cole's gonna jump in because I thought it was gonna be what's his name?
Roddy Strong.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden,
Roddy and Kyle. Yeah,
all of a sudden, oh, okay, Adam Cole's gonna jump in there. I'm like, oh, great, because he has a fucking bone to pick with Ricochet for taking away his title. And then, of course, Dunn and Roderick Strong, fucking that whole situation happened at the, what do you call it? The TakeOver, which one was it? Where he
TakeOver Nolans.
That's right. Oh, yeah, the Nolans. TakeOver Nolans. Anyways, I don't know. I'm a huge fan of Undisputed Era, so, I'm just going to sit here and say that
Me too.
I think they're going to...
What do you think's going to happen at War Games?
Oh, man. I don't know. War Games last year was the most fun, so I'm really...
so good.
It was...
Undisputed Era came out on top.
Yeah, and I feel like they're going to come on top again. I wish they would come on... Never mind.
Nope. Not walking into it. Didn't open the door. Shut it immediately. Here's my prediction for NXT War Games.
All right.
In Houston, Texas. It'll be the Undisputed Era versus Ricochet and the War Raiders versus British Strong Style for every title.
For every title?
For every title. I think the U.S. title will be on the line. Or what's it? North America? What's it called?
North American title.
North American title and the tag titles, winner takes all. Oh, I think it's going to be Cole, O'Reilly, and Strong versus War Raiders, Ricochet, and then Bate, Dunn, and Trent Seven.
Oh my god. It's going to be lit. That's all I gotta say. Can you do
That's
that?
my mustache mountain.
Can you do that one more
My
time?
mustache mountain. I don't have a mustache. What? Are you making fun of my mustache mountain?
No, I like it. Do it again.
I don't have a mustache. I feel like unless you're British, that's the only way to pull off the mustache like that.
Yeah.
Like if I pull off a mustache like that, like I might as well grow a neck beard.
Ugh.
Start wearing fedoras.
Hey, cheerio, John. Would you like a cup of tea, please, with some crumpets?
Or I'd be like a bartender at like a prohibition style bar. Like, oh, we don't have real booze here. There's no Red Bull.
You want some energy?
Cruz,
What?
what else is going on in fake sports? Anything?
Oh my
Or is it
God.
about time to wrap up this inaugural episode of tables,
Going.
microphones, and chairs?
Going over, baby. All right, let's explain to the people listening right now what to expect from this podcast, Vance. What can they expect from this podcast, Vance?
I thought you were going to explain.
Oh, fine. I'll explain it. So, all right. So, from the brainchild of what was formerly known as Advanced Cruise Control, Vance here doing his little
I'm
dance.
just getting over my tassels. I've never had tassels. Feel like the macho man. This is what it feels like when you got the tassels. Cream of the crop, baby. Okay. Sorry.
All right. Anyways, we've
I
decided.
really just want to take over Mid-South Championship Wrestling with this outfit on. I want to be from Memphis and run a territory with this jacket.
Please do that, but you have to videotape it.
Let me tell you something, Cruz. I'm gonna tell you something. Yeah, I'm gonna give you something right now. This podcast right here, Going Over, dig it, is gonna be the #1 fake sports podcast that we've ever had. Yeah.
Exactly what
Okay.
he said.
Spoiler alert, this isn't water.
Oh man. Anyways,
Okay, Cruz, tell them what to expect.
you basically covered it. But no, anyway, so everybody that knows us, you know us from Advanced Cruise Control, where we talked about a lot of pop culture stuff. We did talk about pro wrestling on ACC, but with Going Over, we're gonna strictly talk about wrestling. Isn't that right, Dan?
Sports Center. We can't say it's right. Damn it! I said no wrestling.
Okay, sports entertainment.
This is the #1 sports entertainment podcast. It's fake sports, Cruz. Sports entertainment. It's like a soap opera for men
It's a soap opera for men. Yes.
with more nudity.
Like it could be porn for women, but
Cruz, stop it.
okay. Anyways,
Stop it, Cruz. Stop sexualizing my obsession.
anyways, that's what you guys can expect. We're going to be every week, every Thursday. Should we tell them when, Vance? Every Thursday.
Every Thursday,
7:30
7:30 p.m. Eastern
time.
Pacific Standard.
4:30 Pacific. Shut up. Let me tell the time. 7:30 p.m. Eastern time, 4:30 p.m. Western time. You can
What time in Guatemala?
You can expect to see us go live on our YouTube channel. Goingover.com, goingoverpodcast.com is our link, where you'll be able to find our podcast on iTunes and everywhere else, as well as our live stream where you can also chat in the chat room. Do we have anything in the chat room worthy of mentioning right now, Vance?
Let's see what's going on in the chat. Do not impersonate Randy Savage. All right, that's what's going on in the chat. Back to you, Cruz.
Oh man. So
And here's what's happening in your neck of the woods. Speaking of woods, Cruz, I'm gonna go kill a bear.
you look like you're in the middle. I'm kind of nervous, Vance, because like
It got really dark here,
and it's like still
and I think my sponsor's coming out soon. So This witness protection program shit is not all it's cracked up to be.
It's amazing because, like, you know, it's still light over here on my neck of the woods. But anyways, so yeah, you guys can expect us to go live every Thursday where we'll be recapping Monday Night Raw, Tuesday Night Smackdown, then, of course, our favorite, Wednesday Night NXT.
And maybe we'll even cover that weird indie show going on this Saturday from Chicago featuring Cody, I Can't Use My Last Name, Rhodes, the Young Bucks, and all of the Bullet Club fans.
That's too sweet, Vance. Too sweet.
All in, baby. All right, Cruz. It has been real. Next week, 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific.
That's right.
And who knows where I'll be, Cruz? Where am I going to be?
You're going to be from another unknown locale, okay?
I'll be in parts unknown.
Parts unknown. This is kind of like our pilot episode, if you will. You know, like our little...
This is our Seinfeld Chronicles.
Yeah. So this is kind of like showing people what we got going on here, and to stay tuned for more.
And if you don't catch us live, you can always find us on iTunes and all of your other podcasting affiliate site listening devices.
And
if you don't like that, Cruz, what do we have to say to them?
Suck it!
Yeah!
Suck it! Suck
Two
it!
words for you. All right, Cruz, I gotta go skin a bear.
All right, Cruz the Crusher, out!
Vance the Violator. Bye, Cruz.